everyone, welcome back to Myra Lorraine, my YouTube channel. Thank you all for stopping in to watch my videos. I really appreciate that more than you know. And I always tell you guys that because I don't want you to forget I do appreciate you. Now, in my last video, I mentioned to you that I had a dress on Miss Sally, my dress form back there. She was out of view. This is Sally number 1. Sally number 2 is my red dress form. But she was in hiding because she had this dress on, and I didn't want you guys to see it yet. But today is the day that I want you to see it because you all know, my lovely, lovely viewers, oh my gosh, you know that me and dresses have struggled. But over these past couple of years, I've been finding ones that I absolutely love. This is one that I'm going to remake again. And I love this dress, I really do. The only problem I had with this dress was sizing, and then one little other bump that I'll tell you about. But trust me, this dress will be made again because I absolutely love it. So let's talk about it. Okay, first off, the pattern. The pattern is a new to me pattern, and it's one that I found on Etsy. I'm kind of loving Etsy. I'm looking for patterns out there now. Oh my gosh, they have some good designers out there. So anyways, I found this pattern while searching for a dress because I wanted, you know, a dress that kind of looked good to me. So I found this one, and I'll pop a picture up here. It's called the Aimee Bias-Cut-Dress, and it's by Coraline Street. I forgot about that. Coraline Street. Now, it's a bias cut dress, which means I don't think I've ever done a bias cut dress. I don't believe I have, and I'd be the first one to have egg on my face if I did and I forgot it. But I don't believe I have because I don't really wear dresses that much. But anyway, this is a bias cut dress. So I did have to let it hang before I hemmed it. I let it hang for 24 hours so it could do what it does. And fortunately for me, it didn't do much of anything, but I let it hang. So this pattern is super easy to make and very fast. Beginners, I'm not sure of, and the reason why is because on my version, I lined it. Do you have to line it? No, you don't. It depends on your fabric. But my fabric was a little bit more sheer. I shouldn't say sheer, see-through. So I went ahead and I lined it. But my next one probably won't because the fabric I'm thinking about doing it in, I won't have to. So that dress will probably go faster. But the instructions on this pattern are amazing. This person outlines, I say she, but I think it's a she because it's Coraline Street, but who knows, they could have men there too. But everything in here, I'll just show you a little bit, is illustrated and detailed very well. Even when it got to the lining part, because lining a bias dress, you know, for me was new because I hadn't really done anything like that. I didn't have any problems with it whatsoever with their instructions. Their instructions were very detailed, I mean perfect to make this dress, so much so that I do want to make it again. And I know it's going to be faster the next time because I probably won't have to line it with the fabric I'm thinking about using. So let's talk about this beautiful fabric here. Oh my gosh. Before I finish up with the pattern, the pattern sizing on this, let me look, I should have had that ready. I know that I actually made a size 12, and that's where I ran into a problem because for me, the 12 ended up quite big. So that was the other issue when I said sizing. I'm going to show you what I had to do to fit this dress to my body because it was quite big. It was too long, too deep down in here because the dress was too big, and then it bowed out on the sides because it was too big. And I made a size 12, and that's with a bust of 40 inches because down to a size 10 it was 38.5, and I'm a 39. So I decided to go up a size because it's woven. But that size 12, the hips in inches is a 54. And even the 10 was a 42.5, which is bigger than, both of them are bigger than my hips, which is a 40. So I went with the size 12, and I could have gone down to the size 10, maybe even the 8, when I show you how much I had to do to take out of this dress. Now, the biggest size that it goes up to is a size 18, and that is a bust of 46.4 inches with a hips of 50 inches. So it has a little bit of size inclusivity in there, but not a real big range, I would say. But if you like this dress, those are the sizes. Now this fabric, oh my gosh, this fabric is amazing. And I actually had, and if I can find a picture of that, I think I did a fabric haul years ago when I got it, but I got a fabric that was similar in color to this and print, and I got it from Hawaii Fabric Mart. And I remember because Viv Mom had, was it Viv Mom? No, I take that back. It was Jen from Jen Sews. It was Jen from Jen Sews. She had purchased it, and I fell in love, love, love. So I went right over there and I grabbed up all they had left. Unfortunately, I never got to use that fabric, and that brings me to something that I want to share with you guys, because we always talk about it. When you have those beloved fabrics that you just can't cut into, think about that very hardly, because as we all say and we know, tomorrow is never promised to anyone. And that's exactly what happened to me, because you all know I lost everything in a fire, including that fabric that I never cut into because I loved it so much. So when I saw this one on the website, it came from Fabric Wholesale Direct. And let me tell you, when I saw it, I went, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get that and I'm gonna make something right away. And I did just that. I purchased the fabric, and I had it for probably about a month, I think, month and a half. I'll put it up on the screen when I purchased it. And, but I knew in my head what I wanted to make. I just needed to find the pattern. So when I saw this pattern, I knew it was gonna be this dress, this fabric. So the fabric is gorgeous, and it is called a, it's 100% rayon, but it's a rayon voile. And it came from, and this is in the color turquoise. They had two colors, this color turquoise and a fuchsia. They are unfortunately sold out of both. I checked just before I did this video, and they are sold out, unfortunately. Now I'm gonna bring it up to you because they say in the description of this that it's a glitter foil. And I'll show you why they say it's a glitter foil. Very, very subtle, and I hope I can get you to see it. On the flower, see there are silver lines that sparkle. It is absolutely stunning, just absolutely stunning. I love, love, love this. But it is fully, my dress is fully lined. And I'll tell you, because it was so big on me, I ended up, because it was plunging, I had to bring it up like this in the shoulders. And, okay, sidebar. Y'all know Myra don't do alterations. She don't like them. I really don't. I'd rather either toss the dress, the garment, or remake it in its entirety than to do alterations. Do I do them on occasion? Yes. This was one. I was not going to let this fabric be destroyed, and I would not be able to wear it again. So I went ahead and did some kind of alteration on this dress. And as I mentioned, the neckline was too plunging because it was too big for me, so I had to take it up from the shoulders. It also bowed out this way on the sides, right around the breast. So I had to take it in with a cone shape right underneath the arms, and I'm gonna show you all of this. So because I didn't want to take the dress apart altogether, what I did was try to make it work and fix it. So you'll see where the lining is a little bit different on the inside is because I tried to make this work, and I did make it work for me. It's still a little big in here, but I like to wear this with a cardigan or a jacket, which I'll show you. because something happened in the back too, and it was my fault, not the pattern, because those instructions, everything were perfect, and I'll show you that. But let me show you the lining inside and what I had to do. It is fully lined, and I used a Bimberg, the leftover Bimberg, rayon Bimberg baby blue lining that I made in my vest with the last, my vest in the last video had baby blue rayon Bimberg lining. This is left over from that because it worked perfectly with this. But as you can see, it is fully lined. And when it came to the hem, it was very easy because you guys who have worked with Bimberg, you know that it actually sews beautifully. But I just did a small hem, and I double folded it so that it would be no frayed edges or anything like that. I did the same kind of hem. Actually, no, I didn't. On this hem, what I did, because it was, okay, let me go back. On the pattern, and I'll bring that pattern cover up again, there are two versions. There's a longer version and a short version. I made the short version, but the short version is short. So I didn't want to put a bigger hem in here. I put the tiniest hem that I possibly could put in there. Because a little bit of modesty for Myra. So what I did was I just serged the edge because this is rayon, it worked well. And I serged the edge and just turned it up and I stitched it down, which gave me a really nice edge, if you can see that. Now, showing you the problems that I had to bring the shoulders up, and I cut about 1 inch off of the shoulders to bring that breast right underneath my breast line, because it was further down and it came right up, and it fits me beautifully now. But in order to do that, I ended up having to cut through my lining and just serge it down and stitched it down like that. So on the outside, you see a top stitching. And that worked beautifully for me. Now on this side, I mentioned to you that I had to do a cone wedge, starting 1 inch at the top right underneath the arm, and then narrowing it down, grading down to blend in with the remaining of the dress. And that looks like this, if I can get you to see it. And I just left it like that, and I tacked it down on the outside and just left it like that, so I have a smooth edge. And doing that brought it in, but it's still a little bit big, but I didn't want to take it in too much and throw off the lining or the dress itself anymore. My lining is a bit shorter than my dress, and that was done intentionally for me because I don't like my lining hanging out of my dresses. And I experienced that when I used to wear slips a long time ago, and what was that saying? It's snowing down south. That was something that the women, it was a code line. If your slip was hanging, it's snowing down south. So I didn't want any snowing down south on my dress. So I made it quite a bit shorter than the dress. What else did I want to show you? Oh, I wanted to show you about the back. The back has a V. A little bit of a deep V too. It's not just a little short V that hits you right here. It's a little bit of a deep V. And I don't know how I feel about that yet. One of the things with this particular dress here, because of the sizing issue that I had with it, I will not wear this particular one without a cardigan or a jacket. I wore this twice already with my jean jacket. Love this dress, I really do. And actually I met my aunt, my cousin, two of my aunts and my cousin for out to lunch, and I wore this, and you'll see the outfit I wore. And as soon as I walked in, all three of them, their face lit up and they went, "Oh my gosh, you look so cute." Thank you if you guys are watching, but I felt really good in this dress. Oh my gosh, I love it. Now let me stop rambling and tell you about the back. Now, I don't know what happened. I'm gonna get you to see this as best I could. This is my fault, and I still don't know why it happened. And I'm going to pay attention when I make one of these again with lining. But you see how smooth this is laying. And I don't know if you can see that. I believe you can. See how this edge is rumpled and it looks, well, somehow I twisted the lining in this and I don't know how. As you see, it doesn't hurt the dress at all, but it just a little rumpled there, and you know, I can't smooth it out because the lining is twisted in there. And this happened before I did my my alterations on the shoulders. This was already like that. I didn't want to take it apart and try to figure out what it was, but when I make another one of these, which I probably will with lining, I'll make sure to pay attention to that, because these are two separate pieces for the back, and they join into this middle piece here, as well as the front. The front is two pieces for the bodice in the front, and it attaches to the lower bottom piece. But it is super simple to put together, and as I mentioned to you, see how deep the V is. It was much deeper before I put this up. But even though this is a deep V, you'll see I have on a regular bra, standard bra with this dress. Just absolutely gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Now I'll start to show you some pictures of me in it. I took pictures without my jacket because I wanted you to see the fit on me. And I think you can see that it's still a little big on me. And that's okay for now. I just absolutely love this dress. It just looks good, and I love this fabric. So it will be in my wardrobe. And I'm gonna make others because I don't wanna wear it out, because I really wanna keep this in my wardrobe. I also show you pictures of me in it the way I went out to lunch with my aunts and my cousin. Because this is the way I would typically wear this dress, either with my jean jacket, or a cardigan of some kind, because I absolutely love it. And it doesn't really take away from the dress, but I particularly won't wear this one out without a cardigan or jacket, is because I'm uncomfortable with that little rumple in the back. You know, I like it to be perfect. One side is okay and one side is other. It doesn't look bad, just for me, it makes me uncomfortable. So, but I love this dress. I absolutely love this dress. And besides, it's short sleeve and it's sleeveless. And here where it is super hot, it was 110 yesterday, but when you go inside, I swear they have those air conditioners at 20 degrees. So a jacket or a cardigan is always needed when I wear this anyway. So, but I love this dress, you guys. And as I mentioned, it's a new to me pattern. It's a wonderful pattern. Love it. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy that I purchased it. And I can't remember what I paid for it, but it was really inexpensive. I'll put the price up here so you guys will know. And I will provide links in the description box, not to the fabric. They still have it up on the website, but it says sold out. So I'll put the link down there anyway, just in case maybe they'll bring it back. I don't know if they will. So I'll put the link to the fabric and the link to the pattern if you're interested in it down in the description box. And you guys let me know. Again, here's another dress that I found that I absolutely enjoy, I like. And it's not a solid color, it's a big print and a big bold print. So tell me what you guys think of it. And I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. So until I see you again, stay blessed. Bye now.